bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the Hogs red corner, represents Newport, Tennessee, and tonight he is making his kickboxing debut, Jordan Franklin. And his opponent across the cage, to my right, fighting out of the OEB blue corner. He holds a record of 0 wins with 1 loss and fights out of Newport, Tennessee, Franklin Brown.
Thomas Brooks, our referee. Jordan Franklin in the black trunks. Franklin Brown in the red trunks. 3 2-minute rounds. Muay Thai, 130 pounds, presented by Smash Bowl. No touch of gloves, and they were right after each other.
Here we are. Franklin Brown throwing for the fences here. Left hook by Franklin Brown. Landed big shots, man. Looking better than he's ever looked in kickboxing competition.
Headgear sideways on Jordan Franklin.
And Brown landing those knees. Man, he is absolutely relentless here. Looking in great shape. Look at it, man.
Yep.
Put together is Franklin Brown.
Better than I can remember seeing him. Well, that headgear might be an issue for Jordan Franklin. Their exchanges, he's having to readjust it right afterwards. Yep, there he goes again.
Oh, stiff right, another stiff right. Down goes Franklin. That's Jordan Franklin, if you will. He's going to get the count here.
Yep. Back underway here in this first round. It's Franklin Brown in control.
Franklin Brown continues to toll forward here.
More headgear adjustment.
Yeah. Oh, nice teep. That one hurt. Oh, big left hook by Franklin Brown. Really putting on a clinic here.
He's had no issues with his headgear, and he's been crisp.
Oh, nice shot there by Jordan Franklin.
Oh, shot to the back of the head. But Jordan Franklin had turned around. A stare afterwards from Franklin Brown. He didn't connect on the shot, but Brown was like, why are you throwing that?
Yeah. Franklin Brown definitely picked up that first round. Props to Jordan Franklin for coming out, throwing those hands. He landed a few shots of his own, but man, you know, really, Franklin Brown looking better than he has ever inside the cage.
Yeah. Motivation or maybe the stage, we'll find out. But Franklin Brown, nice job. See our lovely ring girl Chelsea working all night long here at the UMMAF National Championship Tournament. Great to have you with us. Vince Ferrara, Casey Oxendine. We are cage side, and Valor Fights. See the beautiful cage there of Valor Fights, and a lot of big things happening. Make sure you find us on Facebook. You can check out future events with Valor Fights and be a part of it. And of course, always you can find our broadcast at flowcombat.com. All right, ready for round 3, scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds between Jordan Franklin and Franklin Brown. Thomas Brooks says, let's go.
Wow, I think that Jordan Franklin tried to touch gloves. Franklin Brown touched the glove to his face.
That headgear's not even strapped now.
Yeah, now Jordan firing back.
With those gloves, it's not like you can perfectly fix it. Big overhand right there by Franklin Brown yet again. Another one. Telling Jordan Franklin to relax.
Oh, nice stiff shot there by Jordan Franklin. Nice. Oh, that one almost got a little high there. Didn't touch. Franklin Brown's got to watch out, though. You know, knees to the head, not legal in amateur kickboxing.
Let's see Thomas Brooks working on fixing that strap of the headgear. It seems like the bigger headgear, Casey, is the one that has the most issues.
It's got the most surface area, and it's the easiest to knock around.
Big kick to the body by Jordan Franklin.
Yeah, Jordan Franklin firing back here in the second round. Not looking bad. Nice right there. Touches the face of Jordan Franklin by Franklin Brown. Franklin Brown turns away there momentarily. And fires back. Big shots.
Oh.
Down goes Jordan Franklin.
And that'll be the second count that Jordan Franklin will receive.
Yeah, second of the fight, but first of round 2. Of course, three-time knockdown rule. So if Franklin's able to drop him 2 more times, the fight is over. That being said, Jordan Franklin firing back, man. He's here to fight. Oh, that was a beautiful knockdown.
Just before the horn.
The bell now, he's still gonna get the count. All right.
Yep.
I got a 10-8, 10-8, 2 rounds here, so.
10-8?
10-8 for both. I mean, you automatically get a 10-8 with a knockdown.
Well, that's right, because of the knockdown.
Now,
right,
I don't know that it could even possibly be a 10-7 with 2 knockdowns or, just absolute dominance, but I'm going to say 10-8, 10-8, and we'll go from there. I think that being said, Jordan Franklin just has to, he's going to have to get a knockout here or a stoppage of some sort in order to win this fight.
Casey, your thoughts on Valor fights with everything they've got going on? We just saw Valor and Warrior FC out of Kentucky do the dual promotion. Valor Fights working with his UMMAF national tournament. The growth continues for Valor Fights.
Yeah, because we're going to see Conflict MMA versus Valor Fights. Conflict, one of the top promotions in the United States as well, and they're doing a co-promotion down in Rome, Georgia. So Valor Fights headed to Georgia for the first time ever, continuing to spread those wings, and I'm really excited for that one. We're going to be there calling all the action.
Yeah, can't wait for that. And you can go to the Valor Fights Facebook page and get all the information on upcoming events, and make sure you like us there and tell all your friends about it. Share the Valor Fights Facebook page with all your friends. Let them know about it. And the growth continues for Valor Fights. And then, of course, on Twitter and Instagram as well. Just Valor Fights is how you can find us there. I'm Vince Farrar alongside Casey Oxendine here in Elizabethton, Tennessee. It's at Elizabethton High School. This is the site of the UMMAF National Championship Tournament. It's a kickboxing bout in between our National Championship finals here in Elizabethton, and more headgear work now on Jordan Franklin in his MMA debut. And now they're going back to the tape to work on the headgear of Jordan Franklin. That's, frankly, no pun intended, been an issue for Jordan Franklin from the get-go in this fight. He's had to constantly adjust it, not so much for Franklin Brown. And Casey, just to review, Franklin Brown was really hot out of the gate. I mean, just swinging, connecting, really seemed to have a big advantage. And I thought he probably, I thought he still won the second round, but we saw a little bit more of the strikes back.
Yeah, and it may be that Franklin's cooling off a little bit, but that being said, Franklin Brown landed 2 knockdowns. I mean, one being the last, 2 or 3 seconds of the second round, and now he is on it here, looking to finish off Jordan Franklin.
Now the strap's undone on the headgear again of Jordan Franklin.
Yeah. Oh,
big
nice
left. That stunned
there.
him.
Yeah, beautiful. And now Franklin turning away.
It's a bad sign, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Expect that headgear to go flying across the room here in a second. Yeah, they're going to get a standing 8. They're going to have to adjust that headgear.
Goodness. What's the solution to this, Casey?
Let's remove the headgear. Let's be done with it.
Well, I mean, you talked about it earlier in the night at one of our other kickboxing matches, that the more and more studies and research into it, not really that much of protection. Or if it's any, you got to do it.
There's some protection with the cuts and bruising, so forth. And, you know, truthfully, I mean, there is a sense of security when you wear it now. And it could be, you know, for presentation and so forth, and blood and all that. But I mean, bottom line, if it causes more trouble than it's worth, get it out of there, you know. And like I'm not making a statement here that I think it needs to be done. I'm just saying, you know, it definitely should be revisited and looked at as you know, as potential. And you know, the fans like to watch the fights without the headgear.
Franklin Brown.
There we go.
Oh.
Continues to toll away here, and that you may look, if you're Thomas Brooks, look to give a standing 8, you know, just for, you know, for him running like that. But as I say it, here comes Jordan Franklin back. You know, nice fight.
Both guys emptying the gas tank here late.
Look, no handshake,
no.
None. They don't like each other.
Yeah.
I think that Franklin Brown's going to have his arm raised. We have seen the judges score it differently. We don't know for sure, but if I had to bet the house, I would go with Franklin Brown in this one.
Last thing on the headgear case, I don't want to keep harping on it, but I think at times there is a safety issue for the fighters with the headgear. If it keeps sliding out of place and the headgear is now sideways and even partially covering up the vision of a fighter, or they don't protect themselves because they're worrying about it.
Or they can't hear because there are holes in the side of the headgear, but once they rotate, it can impede the hearing, and you have to hear the instructions of the referee. So yeah, all of those things. And like I said, I'm big on protecting the fighters, but if there's no protection here and if it inhibits the protection, you know, make the call that you need to take. But you know, that means going back to legislation perhaps, and you know, making some big changes. So we'll see.
All right, the two fighters are in the cage. Let's go to the judges' scorecards, get our official decision from Jennifer.
After 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to your judges' scorecard for decision. All 3 judges score this fight 30-23 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the OEB blue corner, Franklin Brown.